So here is today's lesson, lesson 60. We're going to be talking about how CE at the end of a word spells S. We're going to be working on day 2. For our new concept review, we're going to be talking about, once again, how C by itself says K. We're going to talk about how C sometimes spells S, but when there is an E at the end of the word following the C. Here are the spelling patterns that spells S, and we reinforce that with our CKLA sound cards. So here you'll see these are the spelling patterns for S. These are the ones that we've learned. So let's go back. So for words to read, we're going to map the 4 words that you see here. And we're going to use, here's one of our necessities. It's the word mapping grid. And then students have their own word mapping grid at their seats at the table. You'll see they each have the grid that has the graphings to map their graphings, and then they have an area to write the word, and then I give them an arrow so that when we blend the words, they're able to use the arrow as a scaffold to help them read the word. And those are the words that we're using. So that is our word work. And then for irregular words, we also use a mapping technique as well. We use the heart word. I'll kind of zoom in a little bit closer. So here is what we use. And when the spelling pattern is irregular or they haven't learned that spelling pattern, we color the heart over it. Today I'm going to have them write the words using their whiteboards. So they each have a whiteboard at their desk or at the table. So we're going to be working on who, by, my, one, once, and then when we spell together, that, like I said, we're going to use our whiteboards to spell together. So I'll map it up here using our template, and then we'll write our words together using the whiteboards. And then for connected text, you can see here that I used AI to help generate some images for our story. So our story today is about mice. And so it says, what's the price for the box of white mice? And so I kind of, I like to add the pictures to help with comprehension, and just so that they get a better grasp and understanding of the story, especially for my English language learners. So you can see here. However, my students, I will pass out the regular UFLI story. So during that time, we focus on the 3 reads. We do our model read, we do our echo read, and we do our choral read. So you'll see that the students will do that whole group. I'll do that whole group with our students. So I just wanted to go over what our day is going to look like, or what our next half hour will look like. I have a half hour with each group. And so, yeah, just wanted to share. Have a good day.